Thank you for your interest in our Texas state-approved private security and residential fire alarm courses. All of our Texas courses are available online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year from the comfort of your home or office. Additionally, we offer private, live, and virtual classes as well. For more information on these types of classes, please email us at support@CompleteElectricalAcademy.com. Let's get started. In Texas, there are two primary state agencies that govern our industry: the Texas Department of Public Safety, commonly referred to as DPS, which oversees the electronic security industry, and the Texas State Fire Marshal's Office, which, as their name implies, oversees the fire alarm industry. Here at Complete Electrical Academy, we provide the industry with 3 classes which are approved by the DPS and 1 which is approved by the State Fire Marshal. To start, I would like to provide you a little insight on our 3 courses which are regulated by the Department of Public Safety. The first course I want to discuss with you is our 16-hour Alarm Level 1 training course. This course is required for all alarm installers and technicians, and it must be completed within the first 12 months of initial registration. Some of the topics we discuss in our 16-hour Alarm Level 1 training include state rules and regulations which govern the electronic security industry. For instance, pocket card requirements, fees the state imposes. We help define what an alarm system installer is, and we will cover many other aspects found within the state's requirements. In the basic electricity lesson, we provide a general overview of electrical theory, including discussion on atoms and atomic structure and other relative topics. During our electrical components portion, we cover how a transformer works, what a resistor is, and how to read the color bands on them. We also provide our students insight on rectifiers, capacitors, and relays. We will also share information with students on the test equipment that is used in the electronic security fire alarm field, such as digital multimeters, tone generators, decibel meters, network cable testers, and much more. In our Tools of the Trade module, we take a close look at several of the items an installer might find in his or her tool chest: PPE, wire strippers, lineman's pliers, drill bits, glow rods, fish tape, and more. In the National Electrical Code lesson, we discuss key articles such as Article 90 Introduction, Article 110 Requirements for Electrical Installations, Article 250 Grounding and Bonding, Conduit Fill. We also discuss the difference between cables and conductors and other pertinent information you need to know as an installer working in the low voltage field. Another great topic our 16-hour Alarm Level 1 course covers is the Introduction to Home Automation. We discuss some of the key products that are prevalent to this rapidly growing section of the alarm industry, including thermostats, door locks, garage door controllers, lighting control systems, and more. Up next is our 8-hour Burglar Alarm In-Service Training course. The state of Texas requires that any person employed as an alarm systems installer or technician earn 8 hours of continuing education credit in an alarm-related field, with 1 hour covering the National Electrical Code as it applies to low voltage during each renewal period. Additionally, owners, partners, and shareholders who hold individual licenses as owners only shall complete a total of 8 hours of continuing education, including 7 hours in the subject matter that relates to the type of regulated service provided by their company, and 1 hour of ethics. Keeping all that in mind, we here at Complete Electrical Academy created one 8-hour course that fulfills the in-service training requirements for all the aforementioned individuals. Some of the topics we discuss in our 8-hour Burglar Alarm in-service training course include the National Electrical Code, which I covered earlier, our job safety lesson, which covers a brief overview of OSHA, ladder safety, electrical safety, including GFCI protection for personnel, and because the role of an installer oftentimes requires us to drive a vehicle, we provide students with some practical tips for driving safely. Additionally, we spend time discussing false alarms and the effects they have on the dispatching agencies, as well as the financial burden that is imposed on those departments. We share information on the Control Panel Standard CP01, which is a standard that provides manufacturers guidelines on how to design control panels in a way that will help minimize false alarms. Lastly, we spend an hour or so covering a topic we call engaging with consumers, and in this lesson we provide a strong emphasis on ethics and professionalism. Last but certainly not least, in our 3-course catalog for the Texas Department of Public Safety is our 4-hour Alarm Monitoring In-Service Training course. Every renewal, the state of Texas requires alarm monitors to complete 4 hours of continuing education in subject matter that relates to the duties and responsibilities of an alarm monitor. A few of the topics we discuss in our 4-hour alarm monitor in-service training include duties and responsibilities for individuals in the electronic security industry, typical zone types used in alarm systems, information on the notification processes associated with an alarm system, false alarm management, and lastly, the monitoring station, where we discuss some of the processes that surround the alarm monitoring station. That covers our Department of Public Safety private security courses. Now on to our Texas State Fire Marshal approved 7-hour course titled Residential Fire Alarm Technician Training. The State Fire Marshal's Office requires all applicants for a residential fire alarm technician license to provide evidence of the applicant's successful completion of the required residential fire alarm technician training course from a training school approved by the State Fire Marshal's Office. The topics we discuss in our State Fire Marshal approved course are as follows: the Texas Insurance Code and the Texas Administrative Code, which are the state laws that govern the fire alarm industry. We discuss important terms such as fire alarm device and fire alarm technician. We inform you on what an AHJ is and their important role in approving our designs and installations. We talk about the need for the equipment we sell and install to be listed and the requirement the state has for business vehicles. Other items we discuss are pocket cards, the requirement for white labels, yellow labels, blue labels, and red labels, and the drawing requirements for 1 and 2 family residences. The next subject is the National Electrical Code, where we focus on Articles 90, 110, and of course 760. We also take an in-depth look at the Fire and Life Safety Code's standards and rules. We discuss the requirements found in NFPA 72 National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code, NFPA 101 Life Safety Code, and the IRC International Residential Code. The final lesson we cover is titled Monitoring of Household Fire Alarm Systems. In this section, we discuss the monitoring and communication options and the sections of code which govern them for methods such as traditional landlines, cell communicators, and IP communicators. That wraps up this discussion on our Texas courses, and we hope you choose Complete Electrical Academy for all your electronic security and residential fire alarm training needs. Should you have any questions about our company or any courses we offer, please stop by our website at CompleteElectricalAcademy.com and fill out a contact form.